For many generations, there has been an age and an aesthetic correlated with being an elder. And because we live in a time where these black mirrors are cultivating mimics of people and everybody wants to be forever young, much of Gen X has forfeited their right to be elders, causing millennials to be the big mamas and the OGs far sooner than it typically would occur. Joyous greetings, lovies. Lady Love here, epigenetic liberator, mother of the original children. And I don't be on your black mirror by chance. So if you've seen my post about saying how millennials are now the elders of the community, of their bloodlines, hundreds and hundreds of millennials jumped in them comments agreeing, because many of us are telling the same tale. Notably because many of us are ancient souls, or at least old souls that reincarnated with the wisdom spiritually to be able to revive these dying bloodlines that the Matrix and these plantations have indoctrinated so deeply. So where societal norms has stamped elders by a particular age or by particular outfits, certain shoes, things of that nature, the things that used to seem old or for old people are not necessarily what we correlate with elders now. Now see, much of Gen X wants the respect and adoration that comes with being an elder, but they don't necessarily want the responsibility. And that's because their boomer and silent generation parents were either drugged out, heavily indoctrinated, financially illiterate, country or living on the land, uneducated, especially by matrix systems, and socially awkward based on European standards. So because much of Gen X was taught to assimilate, they are the generation that became teenagers and adults when there was no longer segregation. They're the generation of teenagers and adults that went heavily into these systems, the education system, the workforce systems, or the penitentiary system. Because we can't forget about crack in the 80s. While many of their portalers were dibbling and dabbling in heroin and cocaine, they were also left to be mentally and emotionally and spiritually neglected. Now that wasn't the case for all, but we talking about the masses here. So as an attempt to hold on to the youth that they feel like they lost because they were told to work, start a family, do this and that for your mama, do this and that for your daddy, go to this and that for the family, they feel like neglecting the millennials is their way to get their youth back. When in reality, they should be nurturing their inner children and being the leader